What is up, guys? I've made my way to this point where we're supposed to enter this building here. And this is going to lead to another Masaya key. Once we get past the load page, of course. Great. Looks very, very interesting. So we're at the Galata Tower. A clue left behind by the Polos has brought Ezio to Galata Tower. Investigate the tower, but be careful. And complete it within 6 minutes. And I can already tell you that's probably not going to happen. So let's get to it. Make our way through this tower. Ah, shit. Hanging by a thread he is. Okay, so we need to move left and right to avoid the big fucking rocks sticking out. I'm not going anywhere on the tower, I'm going down to the dungeon. Ow. Thank God for that hook. It's a scene right out of Uncharted. Which I just played Uncharted 3. You should check my videos out for that. I had a lot of fun playing that game. So where do we go here? Up to the side, up to the side. The fuck? Ah, fuck me. Okay, let's climb up at this time and let's not die. That would be preferable. So let's try going this way. That is working better. Okay. So the last video I mentioned a couple of upcoming games that I may be playing. I'm going to try The Adventures of Tintin. If I don't like it, I'm definitely not going to buy it. Shit. I will rent it. And if I like it, then I will put it on my channel. If I do not like it, and I think it's a piece of crap, then I may still put it on my channel. But I may not. So that'll be subjective to that point in time. Not a whole lot needs to be said about what's going on in the video here because it's just basically me trying to figure out how to get up Galata Tower and definitely not doing it in 6 minutes. So let's talk a little bit about what's coming up in the future. Like I said, The Adventures of Tintin. I've already mentioned that way too many times for my own good, for my own liking. You guys are probably sick of hearing it. We do have Star Wars The Old Republic coming out on the PC. That will be coming out December 20th. And hopefully my computer, which I don't have a brand new computer. I've got a decent computer though. It's dual core, and it's got a pretty powerful graphics card on it. Those are usually the two deciding factors on whether a game will work or not, whether or not it's got a good enough graphics card, and whether or not it's got enough of a processor, you know, for it to be able to process the game out. But anywho, I'm gonna try and see if that game is gonna fly. And I haven't ever done a PC game before on here. I've done Xbox, PlayStation 3, and Wii so far, but never done PC. So I am going to give it a shot, and hopefully it works. I mean, you know, it's going to be one of those games that's like just huge, and it's going to be, I mean, just hours upon hours upon hours. You know, I could probably do 200 or 300 videos if I want to, that sort of thing. But I mean, hell, I may do 200 or 300 videos for Skyrim. I don't know yet, but we'll see. We'll see when the time comes. But so that was Star Wars: The Old Republic. I've been kind of looking at really the only decent game that's even coming out in December at all, and I hope it doesn't get pushed back, because a lot of times games in December will get pushed back. It's basically players are able to choose whether they want to play as Jedi, they can play as Sith, or they can choose a variety of other classic Star Wars roles. So you have to define their personal story and determine their path down the light or dark side of the Force. And along the way, players will befriend courageous companions who will fight at their side or possibly betray them. Based on the player's actions, players can also choose to team up with friends to battle enemies and overcome incredible challenges. So that'll be kind of cool, and it is for the kids. It's T for teen, so the kids will be able to play it as well, which is kind of cool. You know, they've been talking about the Old Republic for a while now, because everybody wanted a good 360 version of a sequel to Knights of the Old Republic. And because I don't know about you guys, but I played the shit out of some Knights of the Old Republic. I liked 2 okay. I mean, it wasn't my favorite game of all time, but the first one I really got into, and that's why I was so happy when they brought out another game in Mass Effect, and I'm so glad Mass Effect was a good game. And I really enjoyed playing through Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2. And I'm actually, those are 2 backlog games that I'm definitely going to have on my channel. I'm going to play through Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2. That's definitely going to happen. I can't promise you when that's going to happen, but those 2 games are near and dear to my heart, so definitely going to be playing those 2 games for show. Where the hell do I go here? Let's go back out here. Yeah, I think it's one of those things. Yeah, I had to hit B as you're jumping. You got to tap B real quick, or else you'll miss it. I mean, you got to tap B like fucking quick. You hit the A button to jump, and boom, tap that B button real quick. But I was so glad that Mass Effect was as good as it is. I don't know how to say his last name. The Drew, and you guys can correct me on this. You know who I'm talking about. The lead writer for BioWare. He writes a bunch of like Star Wars books, and he wrote the 3 Mass Effect novels that are out. Karpyshyn. I'm gonna say Karpyshyn. It might be wrong, but Drew Karpyshyn. He's awesome. I mean, if you haven't read any of the books that he's put out, definitely if you're into the Mass Effect world, into the Star Wars world at all, those are, I mean, I could definitely recommend those books. I've read 2 of his Star Wars books, and I haven't read any of the Mass Effect books, but I definitely want to read those. And I'm getting immersed into it. I know they're bringing out the 3rd and final, they say final installment of Mass Effect. And I mean, I played the games with my schedule, you know, my work schedule, and then I've always had my little side hobbies, so I don't get a whole lot of reading time in. But I mean, it's well worth it to. I've read a lot of like Star Wars books and that kind of fantasy, Game of Thrones. I'm really into that stuff. Dragonlance. I used to read. I used to really be big into Dragonlance when I was a kid. And, yeah, I never really. The funny thing is, like, most people were, you know, say, "Oh, it all started with Lord of the Rings." I was never really into Lord of the Rings as far as the books go. Now, I loved the movies when they came out. I've seen each Lord of the Rings movie so many times now. I'm a little bit older. I can't watch them the way I used to watch them because, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, they'll fucking put me to sleep real quick. But I, you know, I loved them. The books, though, I mean, the dude was a little bit long in the tooth, in my opinion. And he'd explain a lot of stuff that really, in my opinion, didn't need to be explained. I mean, you don't need to explain some of that stuff, you know. So, but looking forward to Knights of the Old Republic, not Knights of the Old Republic, but the Old Republic coming up on PC pretty soon. I start talking about a subject and I'm so easily distracted off that subject. Sometimes I'll like start something in a video and I won't even finish it because I'm like, I go in 20 different directions. So sorry about that, but looks like we've gotten to the final part of this mission and we're about to extract the Masaev key from the statue. Niccolo Polo did a good job of hiding these things. All right, that's the Galata Tower. Thank you guys for joining me, and have a great day.